countdown. Wilson shading on a double. Belloc blocked by Kalkbrenner.
Great length wall up there.
There's that high screen. They like to run this. It'll jump out. Take your time and make sure you get an open shot.
Find the open man. Kalkbrenner with the flush.
Beautifully done.
Recently, and so they've had to mix and match a little bit. But two post players that are excellent, including this guy right here, Ryan Kalkbrenner, right on cue. Gets to the middle, goes to the hole, right there for Kalkbrenner. I don't know if it was by design, but he knows his big man is lurking on the weak side, and it gives it to Kaluma. With one shot for Kaluma. Here is O'Connell. He leaves it. Kalkbrenner lays it in. That's good action by the Creighton Blue Jays. 5 of those boards, offensive rebounds.
Got him.
Oh, nice backdoor cut, O'Connell. Baker Mazzara bit.
Yep.
Nice setup there by Kalkbrenner.
Go back to this backdoor cut because Alex O'Connell is such a good shooter, and the pressure defense for San Diego State is that they're going to deny, and this is what you do.
Approaching the 4-minute mark in this window with just those 2 on the board. Andronikashvili up top, and down it goes. Ryan Kalkbrenner on the receiving end, hoping for just the opposite. Game plan is working. Backdoor cut again, and O'Connell scores again, set up by Kalkbrenner. San Diego State loose with the basketball. Creighton, the door is open. Alexander to Kalkbrenner.
We will take shots from every part of the floor here today. And the lob play, and the first points for Ryan Kalkbrenner, who averages 17, right below 17.1, right below Smith's average. At 17.5, here's the big guy. Burns Jr. getting wrapped up by the Big East 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. That's like a dream for a player, isn't it? Good pass. Topping it off, Kalkbrenner with the finish. He's got 4 points. Kalkbrenner leads the country. Field goal percentage, that's one reason why. This is up the 3-point shot, feeding Kalkbrenner on the post. Turns and faces. How about that hook shot?
Oh, silky smooth inside.
Goes for 3 after that possession. Kaluma drops it off to Kalkbrenner. Count the bucket. And the second personal on DJ Burns.
You're talking about a guy in DJ Burns that led the ACC in fouls this year. 96 fouls. He was out of position, and once you get out of position and Kalkbrenner gets behind you, it's lights out.
There it is. He was late and definitely good job by Ebenezer.
They found it over the top. Kalkbrenner flushes it. And what a pass to set that up.
That's the second time.
No, not at all. They usually go about 5 guys that play 29+ minutes. And we will see how that plays out in this game. And there's another block shot.
Creighton gets the first possession of the second half. Kalkbrenner flushes it. And they're having that much trouble shooting the 3-pointer. He breaks the drought. All you had to do was go to the nation's leading field goal shooter.
Arthur Kaluma is playing a game right now. Gotta find it.
It down. Kalkbrenner does it all. Feeding Kalkbrenner. Look at those hands. The pass, the catch, the finish. To Kalkbrenner. The combination that works.
He's basically reeling his team.
Kalkbrenner, that was just muscling that through Burns.
Lisa, that's going to be the key for the Baylor Bears. Knocking down mid-range shots.
Someone forgot about that man. I don't know how you can. He stands at 7'1". The 7'1" center for Creighton out early because of foul trouble, if they could. There's Ryan Nimhard, the point guard, works it around. They get a touch now to Kalkbrenner, and he's got 4 points. Kalkbrenner, who leads the country in field goal percentage with a rare miss.
Beautiful pass.
Taking it all the way. Kalkbrenner with a block.
That is special.
And all with Kalkbrenner with 6 points. Hasn't taken many shots, just 5 here tonight.
Here comes that double drag situation and a lob to the big one.
Oh, they love that lob play. Nemhard to Kalkbrenner. Block stop against Kalkbrenner, but it goes back into the hands of Ryan Kalkbrenner. And Creighton will reset. Alexander back to Kalkbrenner. There you go, little bunny.
Creighton is 6 of 9 from the field. Glove it up. Slam it down. Kalkbrenner.
Henderson would love for him to get more involved at the offensive end and scoring, and Kalkbrenner going right to the 10.
Kalkbrenner, the back in on Kelman. Double team comes. The help from Pierce. Kick it out. Farabello sticks it from long range. It's a triple. Nemhard floats it up. Kalkbrenner. Excellent play. Pull-up jump. Doesn't go. Long rebound. Tip to the outside. Controlled by Farabello.
Nice lob. He can catch it on the run.
And Kalkbrenner finishes, plus the foul.
So Creighton starts their defensive effort, forcing a right-handed player left, and it creates this opportunity. Boy, I'll tell you, it's a nice thing to have a 7'1" guy who, number one, can run down the picking up the pace. They've done that in the last 5 or 7 minutes.
Shireman drop it inside. Kalkbrenner too big.
Just can't handle it.
Earlier tonight, Alexander swings it.
Nice dump down for Kalkbrenner to get things started. Let's see if he can do it one-on-one.
It's one-on-one with Kelman, and the left hand makes it look so easy. Willis very well with the nets. Up top.
Whoa.
Kalkbrenner rocks the rim on a hammer jam, and the foul.
They are so good at spreading the floor and being able to just delay this pass upstairs, and nobody can get up as high as he can, and it goes right over the top.
61-52 Creighton, high-low action. Kalkbrenner. He's inside, and he's just too hard to handle for Princeton. Shireman made 5 threes the other night against the Tigers.
They have to go backdoor one of these sets just to loosen up this defense from outside.
Alexander, ball fake, floated up. A slam. Kalkbrenner with the flush. Creighton on the attack. Shireman picked up by the big Mensah. Loop it. Kalkbrenner over Johnson for 2. Alexander get it outside for Nemhard. Shot clock is winding down. Penetrates and couldn't finish. Kalkbrenner is there for the follow.
Nothing rattles them both off the floor or on the floor, but settle him down whenever he needs to.
Sharif Mitchell, the junior from Omaha, is in. Upstairs!
Norm for them, not necessarily scoring, but touching the ball and going for both sides of the floor.
Kaluma back in. Shireman feeds it inside. So easy for Kalkbrenner. This year, 16.6 rebounds, 2 blocks per game. Nemhard forced to kick it out. Kaluma, the ball fake on a rope. Drops it inside. Kalkbrenner, the flush, and the foul.
If you want to see a set for Creighton basketball, this may very well be the one. As the ball goes to the left side, it comes back to the right, and they get the defense for San Diego State rotating, but rotating with Lee. Bradley can help out in that area also.
Trammell shovels it. Mensah sent back. Kalkbrenner.
There it is to the right side again.
Trammell. Wow. Out of nowhere, Kalkbrenner spikes it. Just 7 points in the last 10 minutes for Creighton. Up top, Kalkbrenner with the finish. The setup by Alexander. Counted down to the 2-minute mark here in regulation. Shireman, get it inside. Kalkbrenner, tie game.
Blue Jays won 23 games out of the Big East this year. 14-6 league record. Here's Kalkbrenner and Freeman. Kalkbrenner around Freeman for 2.
They are much bigger than Akron.
Shireman bounces it into Kalkbrenner and 2 more for the big guy. Nowhere to go, so sends it out to Ali with the shot clock down to 4. Ali just inside the 3-point line. Forces one up, and Kalkbrenner with the block. Great defense by the Jays.
And Enrique Freeman is basically doing the same thing on the other end with Kalkbrenner. Look, he's standing right in the middle of the lane.
Kalkbrenner answers, and the big men are draining threes early.
And here's that 1-3-1 zone that John Gross uses only about 3% of the time. And that's where you go. You go from the top right underneath like that.
Currently has a heating pad on that knee, was flexing it some discomfort. We'll keep you posted.
All right, well, that's a big loss. He averages 29 minutes per game as Kalkbrenner goes back-to-back. Good defense here by the Zips with 10 to shoot. Ashworth, a lob to Kalkbrenner. As the Dukes are moving on, here's Kalkbrenner inside off glass and the foul.
I mean, his size has really been a big factor in the second half on both ends of the floor.
17 points for Kalkbrenner.
I mean, there wasn't, and let's face it, those three guys, they're never coming out of a game, not anymore.
Ali puts it on the deck, and Kalkbrenner the rejection.
They're like 358 and forcing turnovers on their opponents, but they keep close to the basket and they stay between their man and the basket.
Kalkbrenner the flush.
How can you work on free throw defense?
I don't know. You're the coach. Dribbles rejected by Kalkbrenner. Kalkbrenner comes in and Tribble with the hard foul. Ashworth following Kalkbrenner's lead. No, but Kalkbrenner cleans it up. 23 for Kalkbrenner.
Altman said this is going to be challenging, but it's about his players in advancing to the Sweet 16.
And Evan, there's a reason they do not schedule each other.
And now we're seeing the zone. And you see how they point? Oh, they lost him. That was bad defense.
Kalkbrenner the follow. Where they've missed their last 8 3-point attempts. Kalkbrenner inside.
Well, he's not going to miss. He shoots 63% for his career.
And Dana Altman is putting him back in with 2 fouls.
I like him coming in with 2 fouls. He's an upperclassman.
Shireman hits the 3.
This team is hard to match up because of the way they move. Even though they really don't have to guard Jason Green outside.
Kalkbrenner gets it done. Dante defending Kalkbrenner. 5 on the shot clock. Kalkbrenner sees it at the other end of the floor. Now goes up and scores. Since Kuznard came back in with the 2 fouls, he has scored 10 points in 6.5 minutes. Shireman to Kalkbrenner. Shireman, beautiful lob to Kalkbrenner. But the Ducks have had the answers in the first half. Shelstad, the freshman. Over to Evans with the shot clock at 8. Kalkbrenner comes over with the rejection. That's his 102nd block of the year. And he's got over 300.
Kuznard can continue to attack off that pick and roll at the elbows.
And Baylor Shireman just picked up his 3rd foul as Tracy elevates and Kalkbrenner defends. And it's Creighton basketball, but Shireman staying on the floor with 3.
Yeah, boy, they haven't had a guy foul out in 52 games.
1 out of 2 for Miller, ties it at 58. We've had 11 lead changes and 6 ties tonight. Kuznard working on Shireman. Kalkbrenner comes over for the block. Here's Kuznard again, running right to the hoop. Kalkbrenner says no. Right though to Dante. Great save by Rigsby. Here's Shireman, defended by Kuznard. Evans out on him as well. 3 to shoot. What a pass! Shireman to Kalkbrenner.
Or 4 perimeter players, I should say. No Farabello, no Mason Miller. Wow.
Oh, another one! Zakai Ziegler, the SEC Defensive Player of the Year, matched up with Stephen Ashworth, and now it's in the hands of Trey Alexander. Ashworth, Kalkbrenner's wide open. And a turnover by Alexander as Meshack takes it away. Connect in transition, and Kalkbrenner met him at the rim. And now a stoppage. What a play by Kalkbrenner.
Connect goes hard to the basket. Looked like he wanted to dunk it, but
Kalkbrenner working on JP Estrella. Oh, he spins on Estrella and throws it down.
Look how far out they're running their offense. When you're 35 feet out, it's hard to get a good shot.
Alexander to Kalkbrenner.
That has worked a couple of times, though. Second time that Adu stayed too long He stays too long there, and that's why Kalkbrenner is able to get. This is the second time they've been able to do
The 7th lead change of the first half. What a game here in Detroit. Shireman has carried Creighton so far. What a feed to Kalkbrenner.
I know people will say, you know, the Big East is physical. The Big East is not as physical as Tennessee is.
Here's Kalkbrenner trying to get in the score sheet here in the second half, and he does.
Same philosophy as a box in one, except they're playing Ziegler and Connect and challenging the other guys to do something.
Kalkbrenner down low for 2. Connect to the basket, rejected by Kalkbrenner. Shireman dives, but it goes out of bounds with just 4 on the shot clock. Kalkbrenner got up.
Zugic, a big part of this team who wasn't even eligible until late December, rolled his ankle early in the Big East title game Saturday. So 5 days to heal. He practiced a little yesterday. Coach said they'll see how he's going to do. So both of these players
Averages nearly 17 a game. Went for 29 against Duke in the ACC title game. Kalkbrenner gets to the basket. He's fouled. And 1 for Ryan Kalkbrenner.
So for those that haven't watched Ryan play,
but he has got some sauce to his game. It's too bad he's not at 100%. Up top, easy as it gets. Ashworth to Kalkbrenner.
didn't deny Edward Jr. there getting that shot.
Neal leaves it for Kalkbrenner. Wow, just beautiful execution here.
Right in the middle, little mid-range jump shot, knowing that Kalkbrenner was laying back in the key.
Tall task for Louisville. As Kalkbrenner, he'll shoot the three every now and then. He's got a nice stroke. Meanwhile, 13-point game. Reset it. Kalkbrenner gets a post up, and Kalkbrenner scores on Noah Waterman. Zugic turns the corner. Kalkbrenner's right there. Wow, the play design.
You know, one of those blue blood programs, when you step out there. And it paid off this year, and it's going to pay off in the very near future.
Took this crowd out of it. Kalkbrenner taking on Jones, an outstanding defender in his own right. Neal gives it up. Kalkbrenner, he'll shoot it from out there. And he banks one in. He called it. I heard it. Coming off 8 points against Alabama State on Thursday. Ashworth tried to draw a foul. Kalkbrenner is there. Offensive board and a stuff. Made it to the Big East tournament title game. Lost to St. John's. Here's McAndrew. Only a second miss. Kalkbrenner offensive rebound. Backs his way in. There you go. That's what Creighton wants to see.
Offensively and defensively, Auburn has really been effective, in particular in the second half.
Shooters on the floor around Kalkbrenner. He's open inside. Mismatch.
They're still evaluating him, they told me, but as you can see, he's out here. So I think staying loose is going to be the key right now until coach gives him the green light.
Thank you, Ali. Kalkbrenner scores inside. Jimmy's starting to loosen up inside now for the big man.
Tighten this thing up a little bit.
Ashworth pulls Broom out. Looking for Kalkbrenner inside. Got the matchup they want again. Kalkbrenner just powers his way in on Chaney Johnson. Kelly guarding Neal. Creighton inside to Kalkbrenner. Two-handed jam. Auburn will settle for allowing the twos. Timeout. Creighton.